The Church of Spiritual Technology, CST, is the legal entity with the most control over Scientology, albeit in a way that is deliberately obscured to give the appearance that other organizations, like the Religious Technology Center, RTC, or local churches, wield the most authority. Here's an explanation of how CST holds the reins of power within the Scientology network. CST's legal role and ownership. Control of intellectual property, SAS. CST owns the copyrights, trademarks, and other intellectual property associated with Scientology. This includes L. Ron Hubbard's writings, materials for auditing, the e-meter technology, and the bridge to total freedom. These assets are the core of Scientology's practices and revenue, as all auditing, training, and advanced levels depend on materials licensed from CST. Licensing power. CST licenses the intellectual property to the RTC, which then oversees the global enforcement of Scientology's religious technology. This creates a dependency chain. Local Scientology organizations must comply with RTC policies, which are ultimately dictated by CST's terms. Relation to RTC and other entities. Religious Technology Center, RTC. While the RTC is often presented as the supreme authority in Scientology, its power comes from its ability to enforce CST's copyrights and trademarks. CST retains the ultimate ownership and control of the intellectual property, meaning it has the final say if a dispute arises between RTC and CST. Church of Scientology International, CSI. CSI is the public-facing administrative arm of Scientology, but it operates under the licensing agreements controlled by CST. Its authority is operational, not legal. Local churches and orgs. These entities are franchises that function under strict licensing agreements. They are subservient to RTC and, indirectly, to CST. CST's leadership and trustees. CST is governed by a board of trustees and officers who ensure the preservation of Scientology's materials and control over intellectual property. Notably, these individuals are not widely known or visible in the public eye, further cloaking CST's influence. David Miscavige, the leader of the RTC, holds de facto operational power across Scientology. However, Miscavige himself operates under the framework established by CST's ownership of the intellectual property. Legal and strategic secrecy. Designed for control, the CST was deliberately structured to appear peripheral while retaining legal supremacy over all Scientology assets. This design creates a buffer against lawsuits or government investigations aimed at more visible entities like RTC or CSI. Tax-exempt status. CST's role as the legal owner of Scientology's property allows it to exploit its nonprofit religious tax-exempt status to safeguard the organization's vast wealth. Ultimate control. CST's legal ownership of the intellectual property and licensing framework grants it the ultimate authority within the Scientology hierarchy. This setup ensures that no matter what happens at the operational level, e.g., within RTC, CSI, or local churches, CST maintains control over the organization's core teachings, practices, and financial streams. In summary, while the RTC appears to be the most powerful operationally, the CST is the true legal powerhouse within Scientology, ensuring long-term control and the ability to dictate the future of the organization.